I'm going to try this again. Good evening, everyone. This is NarcsExWife. I want to talk to you about the importance of finding the right attorney for your case. I've been through 3 attorneys, and I should never have had to go through that many. My first attorney was a bump over because the original attorney that I wanted had too many clients and too many cases. So he bumped me over to an associate attorney, assuring me that, they'd watch out and, help her along the way, that she was amazing, she's great, she's this, she's that. And I did not set an appointment to meet with her. I took the other attorney's word for it, hired her, and boy, did she do a number on me. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot express the importance of doing your homework. Due diligence. Make sure your attorney is the right fit. Many of us have a sixth sense. Many of us know that, whether or not someone or something is good for us, including the narcissist that we married. The signs were there, but we were so love bombed. We didn't see it. The attorneys only care about one thing, the almighty dollar. Don't get me wrong. There are a few out there that actually really do care about their clients and will fight for their clients. And they will work hard for their clients because they know that without them, their client has no chance in the world of winning anything. Imagine explaining to your attorney that you need XYZ. And they tell you, it doesn't matter. It's marital property. And you're like, no, I have to get these things back because they belong to me. Well, it's marital property. It's not important. Well, guess what, folks? I'm going to tell you something right now. And this goes for every state. You are not allowed to take anything out of the marital residence without the other party's permission, unless one person abandons the home. Literally abandons it. If they take items out of the home, you have the right to file paperwork to get that stuff returned to you. And if they don't return it to you, yes, the police will go and get it for you. But, these are just little things that I found out after all of the mistakes that were made on my behalf. By the time I realized what had happened to me, I had returned to a home that was stripped of every piece of paper, every legal document, every tax statement, everything, including my birth certificate, social security number, you name it, it was gone. Every photo, every video, gone. Oh, I'm sorry. There was one that was left behind. I had a son that passed away. That one was okay to leave because you know what? The narcissist likes to get their source of supply. And he knew what would hurt me. They always know what hurts you the most. And they go after it. And they will stick that knife in and twist it. Then if you have an attorney that turns out to be a narcissist, they only wind up assisting your narcissistic soon-to-be ex or whoever by not listening to you because you know what's going to happen next. You literally tell them what's going to happen. It happens, and they're like, whatever, next. I wish I could go back in time and tell the original attorney that I wanted, no thank you. Research and have gotten the attorney that I currently have. But no, I had to go through 2 attorneys to get the one that I have now. On what income? Social Security, disability, income. Support from friends, my community. No support from family because, you guessed it, folks, many of us came out of that environment and found someone that was exactly the same. When you have an attorney that tells you they're going to take you to the judge to be removed from your case because they're angry at you for going over their head, asking questions about why certain things were not filed and certain things were not done, you know you're dealing with a narcissist. I had an important support hearing coming up, and I never made it because I thought I had no rights. Again, we have the right to remain silent. I'm not going to go there, but let me tell you this. Even if your attorney removes himself from your case and you still don't have an attorney and you have a court date coming up, that attorney is still your attorney of record, and they must show up in court and represent you or face violating the Bar Association's Code of Ethics. That's right. They have to go. I didn't know that then, but I want to make sure you know. So in a rush and in a panic to get to court, I hired another attorney. Okay. No, I didn't sit down and interview that one either. I trusted this person based on their reviews, not the ones that I missed, the ones that I saw. The conversation that I had, and the hope that, this one being a man, things would be different. It couldn't be further from the truth. They were both cut from the same cloth. The only difference was one was male and one was female. I cannot tell you again how important it is. Just like when you buy shoes, you try them on, you want to walk around in them a little bit, or you are shopping and you want to buy some pants or a skirt and you don't try it on, you take it home and it's too big or it's too little, then you're stuck with it unless you can find the receipt and return it. And many times, we don't even try things on until later. By then, it's too late. Make sure you ask questions. Make sure your attorney is equipped to handle domestic abuse cases. If you're coming out of a narcissistic relationship or marriage, you have been abused. That's not a joke, folks. But you know what? Like I said before, we have no one to protect us but us. If they do not have experience dealing with domestic abuse, find another attorney immediately. I was told by my second attorney that he understood, he knew, and in reality, this man was just looking for more ways to squeeze money out of me that I did not have. When you put in your client's paperwork that they're willing to give up their settlement to fund having them as your attorney, there's something wrong, folks. I was still in shock. I had been in a car accident where I totaled my car. 3 weeks after that, my brother passed away. So I was just not paying attention and trusting people that they had my best interest at heart. No one has your best interest at heart but you. People do not care about people anymore. Everyone has their own agenda. There are some good people out there still, don't get me wrong. They're few and far between. And I am so fortunate that I found the attorney I currently have. I only wish I could turn back time to last year when I should have received support, while I sit here and currently wait for support, while my abuser laughs and thinks everything's funny, that I keep getting stuck and I still don't have support, and he sailed through his fraudulent bankruptcy. Even though I sent in documentation to prove it was fraud, he somehow managed to get a judgment. It's ridiculous what happens and what goes on. I'm currently in the process of a disciplinary action against attorney number 2 with the Florida Bar Association. I wasn't going to say the state, but I'm going to tell you something, people. If you have been wronged by your attorney and you read the code of ethics and you read your contract and your attorney breaches their contract, the one they drew up for you, you need to file a complaint. If you don't file a complaint, the next person that comes along is going to get stuck with that person. And what if things go way worse? That's your fault, because you could have stopped it. We have to be advocates for the people that come behind us. And so now I am waiting to hear from the Bar Association whether they will discipline this attorney or not. And I'm really honestly thinking I need to take the first attorney to the Bar Association as well. But I can only do one thing at a time. And I'm still dealing with, my car accident, the loss of my brother, having to go no contact with several people in my life, people that make promises and constantly break them. They lie to you. They have this superhero syndrome. They want you to beg and beg and beg, and then sit back and watch you squirm and suffer, and at the very last minute, swoop in and save the day. That's abuse, people. And that person is a narcissist. They need to have that sense of control and grandeur. Don't let them. Look out for yourselves. Make sure that you surround yourself with positive people. If anyone makes you feel victim shamed, if anyone makes promises that they do not keep, if anyone is inconsistent in their behavior, or you notice a pattern of behavior that is continually the same, look at what you're dealing with. Another narcissist. It's sad that in today's day and age, many of the people we come in contact with are narcissists. Everyone is concerned about how much money they make. What's on TV? what video game to play, how long they spend on their cell phone. We have a desensitized society we're living in, folks. And it's not easy to find good quality people anymore. I just wanted to take a minute because I have been thinking about this a lot. And I want to make sure you know you have to meet your attorney face to face. You cannot just hire them because you see great reviews, or you like the sound of their voice, or you think they can handle your case based on the information they give you at the time. We all have a sixth sense, and you'll know whether that person is for you or not. If not, run like heck in the other direction as fast as you can. And don't look back. Otherwise, you'll wind up like me. Nine months later, still waiting for spousal support. With that being said, this is NarcsExWife, and I hope you were able to learn something. Please share with me your experiences with your attorneys down below. Remember to like and subscribe. I'm kind of curious as to how many of us have had to have more than one attorney, or you had the right attorney from the beginning. How many of us had enough finances to hire an attorney and or had to use legal aid, represent ourselves? I'm kind of curious, so would you let me know in the comments down below? Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you learned something valuable, because I don't want you to go through what I went through. Do your homework. Contact the Bar Association. Find out who is representing you. Make sure they are equipped to deal with a domestic abuse survivor. Otherwise, find another attorney. We don't want to give our exes any more source of supply than absolutely necessary. Have a good night.